And this part of my life, I can say that I found the formula. Well, I should say the formula found me. The formula of passion. As I sit back and smoke a spliff and I think, wow, what a thing I got, you know. I got friends that tell me how, you know, everything in their life and their woman and everything in their family and everything is fine, but then they say it's a missing, you know. I'm so happy to think, you know, that you're my formula. You know, you got all my numbers that you can push my button, you know, and it turns on my passion, you know. Makes me want to say something like, you're my formula of passion. My formula of passion. Formula of passion. It's you I'm thinking of. Formula of passion. You know, I try to eat breakfast and start the day, you know, and just try to put my day together like I normally do about this time, you know, but then you kick in. It's a beautiful thing, you know, and I gotta express myself, you know. You're my formula. I'm your kind of formula. Come once in a lifetime. Just wanna make you mine. More and more. My passion. My formula of passion. Me and you is like a recipe, you know. I'm meant for you. You meant for me. Now how did we meet? I can't remember, you know, it happened so natural, you know. It's like the formula made us. And then I met you. And then I made you mine. And so I call you my formula for passion. My girl, she's mine. She's on mine, on mine, oh girl. My girl, she's mine. She's on mine, on mine, oh girl. It's my job to keep you laughing. Oh yeah. I can remember just the other day, you know, we were in the kitchen and you know, I pulled out some eggs, you know, she pulled out some milk. You know, we started, you know, cooking breakfast, you know, it's breakfast that we were going to eat in bed, you know. It's just our formula, you know, it's how we manage, you know. So, you know, I dipped into the refrigerator, you know, and I grabbed, you know, a little cheese and some broccoli and some small tomatoes, you know, those little tomatoes, you know. Yeah, and then she smiled, and then she slipped on beside me, you know, rubbed against me, of course, you know, it's the morning, you know. So now she's in the refrigerator deeper than me, you know. It's just this little thing we do, you know, we call it our formula, you know. And it's part of the passion, the foreplay, the thing that we do to keep our relationship together so that we stay together. You know, the formula for passion. Something I was born with. Formula for passion. Day to day it keeps me laughing. Formula for passion. something I grew with. Formula for passion. Formula for passion. Something I was born with. Formula for passion. Day to day it keeps me laughing. Formula for passion. Drives my baby wild, you know. Formula for passion.